Hello, friends. Pete Little here from St. George's Church in Owen Sound with good news for Monday, March 18th, 2024. Um, I've really enjoyed the recent sharings on this good news, and I'm going to follow on from Jean with reading from Corinthians, and the assigned reading for today is First Corinthians uh, chapter 14, verses 1 to 19, and I'm going to sneak in verse 20 as well. So, here's the reading for today: the gifts of prophecy and tongues. Follow the way of love and eagerly desire spiritual gifts, especially the gift of prophecy. For anyone who speaks in a tongue does not speak to men, but to God. Indeed, no one understands him. He utters mysteries with his spirit, but everyone who prophesies speaks to men for their strengthening, encouragement, and comfort. He who speaks in a tongue edifies himself, but he who prophesies edifies the church. I would like every one of you to speak in tongues, but I would rather have you prophesy. He who prophesies is greater than one who speaks in tongues, unless he interprets, so that the church may be edified. Now, brothers, if I come to you and speak in tongues, what good will I be to you unless I bring you some revelation or knowledge or prophecy or word of instruction? Even in the cases of lifeless things that make sound, such as a flute or a harp, how will anyone know what tune is being played unless there is a distinction in the notes? Again, if the trumpet does not sound a clear call, who will get ready for battle? So it is with you. Unless you speak intelligible words with your tongue, how will anyone know what you're saying? You will just be speaking into the air. Undoubtedly, there are all sorts of languages in the world, yet none of them is without meaning. If then I do not grasp the meaning of what someone is saying, I am a foreigner to the speaker, and he's a foreigner to me. So it is with you. Since you are eager to have spiritual gifts, try to excel in gifts that build up the church. For this reason, anyone who speaks in a tongue should pray that he may interpret what he says. For if I pray in a tongue, my spirit prays, but my mind is unfruitful. So what shall I do? I will pray with my spirit, but I'll also pray with my mind. I will sing with my spirit, but I will also sing with my mind. If you're praising God with your spirit, how can one who finds himself among those who do not understand, how can they say amen to your thanksgiving, since he does not know what you're saying? You may be giving thanks well enough, but the other man is not edified. I thank God that I speak in tongues more than all of you. But in the church, I would rather speak 5 intelligible words to instruct others than 10,000 words in a tongue. And verse 20, brothers, stop thinking like children. In regard to evil, be infants, but in your thinking, be adults. And that's Corinthians. Quite a challenge. It is a call to me to, and an invitation to me, I guess, to share my glimpses of God as I run into these happy coincidences in life. this is supposed to this. It's and that's all I do is I get glimpses of God. I don't get to see God. But when I share my glimpses of God and you share your glimpses of God with me, I get a fuller understanding. But I've got to do that sharing in English and like an adult. And it's spirituality is not a comfortable place for us. The world doesn't seem to pay much value for it. But I think these words of Paul's are challenging and worthwhile, and it's certainly making me think. And that's what I like about this process. The good news process is I'm doing something I've never really done before in my life, before I got involved with good news. And I'm reading through the Bible. I've got so intrigued that I've read a lot of what comes just before this reading today, and I've read quite a bit about some stuff that comes after. And Noni and I have both discussed it, and we enjoy it. Anyway, we have a meditation for today, and that's as follows. I want to be at one with God. I will set my deepest affections on things spiritual, not on things material. As a man thinketh, so is he. So I will think of and desire that which will help, not hinder my spiritual growth. I'll try to be at one with God. No human aspiration can reach higher than this. And the prayer I'll use today is, I pray that I may think love, and love will surround me. I pray that I may think health, and health will come to me. Amen. Noni and I hope this comes well. We're glad to be back in Owen Sound. We had a marvelous time down in Naples, but we're home. It's time to get back to real life. God bless you all, and see you in a couple of weeks. Bye-bye.